Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about something that affects so many people, yet often goes unspoken until we hit a breaking point. Burnout. Burnout isn't just about being tired, it's deeper than that. It's emotional exhaustion. It's mental fatigue. It's feeling disconnected from your work, your motivation, and sometimes even from yourself. And what's important to understand is that burnout doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're lazy. It usually means you've been strong for too long without the right support or recovery. Tony Robbins once said, "Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure." That statement alone reframes how we think about work. Many people are successful by external standards. They're productive, reliable, driven, but internally they feel drained and unfulfilled. When work lacks meaning or alignment, burnout accelerates. You may still perform well, but it comes at a cost. Jay Shetty often speaks about alignment as well. He reminds us that when your work aligns with what truly lights you up, you build resilience. That doesn't mean stress disappears. It means you're better equipped to handle it. There's a difference between stress that feels purposeful and stress that feels soul draining. When work constantly pulls from you without giving anything back, burnout becomes almost inevitable. Psychologist Christina Maslach, one of the leading researchers on burnout, explains that burnouts happen when there's chronic imbalance between demands and resources. Demands might include workload, pressure, emotional labor, or long hours. Resources include things like rest, autonomy, support, meaning, and time to decompress. When demands outweigh resources for too long, the system breaks down. Now let's look at the different culture approach work. How different cultures approach work. In Denmark, the average work week is about 37 hours. Workdays often end earlier, and time outside of work is deeply respected. Employees are encouraged to take their vacation time and not feel guilty for it. There's an understanding that rest makes people more productive, not less. Work is meant to support life, not replace it. Switzerland, while slightly more demanding in terms of hours, still emphasizes balance. Employees are guaranteed paid vacation, paternal leave, and flexibility in many roles. Decompression is built into the system. There's an expectation that people need time from work to function well at work. In contrast, the United States has a very different relationship with work. Longer hours are often normalized. Many employees receive little to no mandated vacation time. Being constantly busy is sometimes seen as a badge of honor. Rest is often treated like something you earn, or worse, something you should feel guilty about. As a result, burnout is most prevalent in the US, where decompression is often seen as a luxury rather than a necessity. Without prioritizing recovery and aligning work with meaning, employees can fall into a chronic cycle of exhaustion. This isn't just an individual problem, it's a cultural problem. Another important piece of this conversation is decompression. Everyone needs to release stress. That might mean talking to someone, journaling, exercising, or simply having uninterrupted time to rest. There's a big difference between venting and complaining. Venting is healthy. It's releasing pressure so it doesn't build up inside of you. Complaining, on the other hand, often means repeating the same frustrations without change or processing. Even people who love their jobs can burn out if they don't have an outlet. High stress roles especially require space to decompress. Having someone to talk to, somewhere to process emotions, and time to mentally step away is not optional. It's essential. So when you're thinking about your career, whether you're building one, changing one, or simply trying to survive the one you're in, it's vital to ask yourself a few honest questions. Does this work align with who I am? Do I have space to rest and recover? Do I feel heard and supported? Do I have healthy ways to release stress? Because your feelings are real. They deserve to be acknowledged, and your voice matters. Burnout isn't a badge of honor, it's a warning sign. And the situation isn't always working harder, often it's working differently. The key is building a culture both individually and collectively where decompression, rest, and purpose are non negotiable. When we treat well-being as foundational instead of optional. Work stops being something that drains us and starts becoming something we can sustain. Okay? So first, ask yourself all those questions. Second, build and create a job that you love if you're not in one. Find outlets to decompress. It is important. I am a U.S. citizen, and I will say this wholeheartedly. We do not, as U.S. citizens, look at people as whole anymore, and this is very prominent. I've met people from around the world, including a very beautiful young lady from Denmark recently, and her words really resonated with me and is one of the reasons why I made this video. It is possible in our country, in any country, to really advocate for yourself and find a job you love. You just have to create the outlets to survive it. And that is the message for today. As always, guys, so much love and so much light. Till next time, bye.